If you guys are thinking of starting an Amazon business in 2022, then this is the most important video that you need to watch till the end. Why? Because you might have certain expectations because you've been watching content that has been around, has millions of views, and it's a very rosy and distorted picture that is being portrayed, right? And I want to share some realities that are a little different from what is portrayed out there. And it gives Amazon FBA a bad name. So to benefit my audience, and most of you are, looking to start, it would be very beneficial for you. Also, I want to share in today's video some milestones that my company recently hit. And so make sure you guys watch the video all the way till the end. It's a short video, and hopefully you will get the maximum value from this. So let's get started. Hi guys, this is Farah. I can help you start a private label business on Amazon. This is what I do, and I've been doing it for over a decade. So if you want to work with me, please email me at hello@farahfinds.com so I can get you started. This channel is dedicated to help you start a business online. So if you're interested in that, then please do subscribe. I share my advice based on being an Amazon seller, having an online business for a very long time. So let's get into today's video. So for those of you who have just discovered my channel and don't know what Amazon FBA is and they're interested, or you know about Amazon FBA, or you're thinking about starting, whatever the case might be, Amazon FBA is a business model, an online business model, where you are letting Amazon fulfill your product's orders, okay? And the way it's portrayed, the expectation that is sold is that all you do is you just ship your product from your supplier to Amazon, and Amazon gonna do everything else. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to touch the product. You never have to, pack the orders or anything, as if that's, a bad thing. Basically, it's portrayed as it's, as simple as that, and you'll be on a beach, and orders will be coming in. You don't have to do anything. It's all automated. Automation stores. This is the rosy picture that is portrayed about Amazon FBA, and a lot of people, obviously, because it is attractive that I don't have to do any work. Yeah, I want that business where I don't have to do any work and the money just comes in. Who doesn't want that? So sign me up. Where do I sign up for this? Can somebody, give me the shortcut to this, ideal and, this perfect business model where there's no work is involved and money will just come in, and all I have to do is just ship the product in and Amazon will do everything else. Yeah, right. So this just sounds so good, right? But I want to tell you what Amazon FBA actually involves, okay? Right? And what Amazon wants you to do is use their warehousing facility, their fulfillment centers, which they've got loads of, right? Use their facilities to fulfill your orders for any product that you sell, okay? So you can become a seller on Amazon Marketplace, and you can send your product. So you will need investment, right? You have to buy the product upfront, send the product into Amazon, pay for the shipping, and then you will also need to pay for FBA fees, right? And your job is to find the perfect product, the perfectly optimized, profitable product that is going to cost very little in fees, right? And it's going to sell loads, right? And you have to figure that out, right? What is that product? And send that to Amazon, and then Amazon is going to sell it for you by asking you to run ads, okay? So that's the other part. You have to figure out the product, find the perfect one that has a profitable margin, and then you have to send that product to Amazon. And then the second part of the job begins, where you need to run ads to sell that product, because we are building a private label. It's a product that has your brand name on it. Okay, so you're gonna have to run ads. You need a budget for that too, right? Every ad, every search term on Amazon, because a lot of people tell us like Amazon is a search engine. You don't know that. Hey, you thought this was a shopping site, it's a search engine. Great. And so you have to, so every time a customer puts in a search term on Amazon, somebody will bid to come number one for that search term. So if it's a water bottle, somebody might bid a pound or £2 or £3 to come up for the number one for that search term. And that is expensive. It's not cheap. And that's what Jeff Bezos and Andy Jassy, Amazon CEOs, have figured out, that we have a gold mine in our backyard and we can charge these sellers a lot of, slowly creep up the cost of each click, because Amazon advertising is cost per click. It's cost per click, not cost per conversion, not pay per conversion, it's cost per click. So every time somebody clicks on your ad, you have to pay. Even if they don't convert, or even if they go ahead and buy something else, if they don't buy your product, well, too bad. Keep paying for it, because eventually they're going to buy 10, 15, 20 clicks. They're going to buy. And who's making money? Amazon, right? So this is the business model, okay, Amazon FBA, and it involves both of these things, and you cannot avoid it, okay? There's no way to avoid it. There's no way that you can get away by not running ads. Okay, the only person who can probably get away with this is who has a huge following, social media following, or he has Facebook groups where he can drive traffic from those groups or email lists to their product page and just let them buy directly. And then, why would you want to be on Amazon for that reason? Like, you can have your own Shopify website for this. The whole reason you have your product on Amazon is that there's millions of shoppers already there. Right? And obviously, I'm not talking about the cost of all of that, that organic email list, that following doesn't come for free. There is effort involved there too. So this is what Amazon FBA is, and this is what you're getting yourself into. This is the reality check. This is the level of work that will be required from you to become successful on Amazon FBA. Now, obviously, the expectation and the reality is quite different, right? If somebody told you all this, like, actually, no, I don't want to sign up for all this. Let's just not do this. Let's just find something easier, right? But let me tell you, there is nothing easy out there. Everything involves work. So here we are, you have sold a few units after doing all this work over a few months, and your expectation was something else. You were sold something else, but the reality is different, right? And you are already disappointed. You were already made unhappy in your job by that expert marketer who told you that, oh, you need to be your own boss. Why are you slugging away at a 9-to-5 job? Forget this. You can be your own boss. You can sell products on Amazon that just sell themselves. You don't even have to touch them. And, all the rest of, the stuff they say is kind of true, but it's portrayed in a way like as if you don't need to do any work. This is the problem with it. As if there's no competition, and, that things will just happen for you just like that you're going from 0 to 1 million, like within 12 months. It doesn't work that way. And so, you're just generally unhappy and disappointed. And it's been 6 months you started the business, oh, I haven't made much money. It's not as easy as they said it would be. So what do you do then? Where do you go from here? The problem is, for somebody like me who's been in this business for a very long time, this is normal. This happens with most of the products we launch. A product takes about a year to settle on Amazon because there's millions of products, billions of products on Amazon, and so many are uploaded every hour, every minute. And for the algorithms to sort out each product with a relevant customer, right? And everybody's trying to pay their way and bid their way to the top, it's going to take time, right? And so if your expectation was set right, imagine how long would you be willing to stick it out for? Because tell me, which job or which work or which business is there in the world where you get such quick returns? So this extreme distortion, the expectation that is set and the reality, so many people have lost trust in the business model because the business model itself is actually solid. I don't know which other big tech company that is this old. It's a solid business model, and so many sellers whose incomes are, you know, dependent on Amazon. Like, there's a lot of people I've spoken to, and everybody knows somebody who's doing, like, you know, all right on Amazon. So it's not just the, you know, I think a lot of that has to do with you know, this style of marketing where you are just sold into this dream, and the level of expectation is just very distorted. That's the best way I can explain this, because when, you know, what you've been sold and it's not delivered, it creates disappointment, and you're not just, you know, it's not just a disappointment you have to deal with and the work that you have to do. You also feel like you've lost money because you're not seeing the returns as quick as you thought they were going to be. That I'm 6 months in and I put in 5-6 grand in, and, you know, I've got nothing to show for it. It's been 6 months, it's been a year, and I've got nothing to show for it. You know, this is the problem. Like, the problem is not in the model, the problem is the way it is being marketed, and that's what needs to be changed, I think. You know, and that's why I created this video, because, you know, I think this education needs to be out there. This view needs to be out there, that this is a serious business model. It requires a lot of work. It requires investment, decent amount of investment. I have talked about this before, that, you know, Amazon FBA is actually one of the most expensive online business models that are out there, because you need to invest in products and ads upfront, okay? And you're hoping that the data that you find from Amazon softwares is reliable enough, and that you would be able to test your product and improve it and then build it into a brand. Now, I've said this quicker, but this whole process takes years. It literally does, right? And so this is something that, you know, needs to be out there. And who's going to help me do that? It's going to be you guys who are going to like and share and, you know, spread this video so more people can be educated about this, because it's free. It doesn't cost you anything to share. So click on that share button and, you know, share it with your friends and family and in your whatever network you've got. So we can spread the word, and, you know, more people can be educated about this, that, you know, this business model works, but it does require, you know, a certain level of effort and expertise from your side. As a course creator, this is probably the worst pitch ever. Like, you know, I know that I'm kind of killing my course right now because I help people start on Amazon, and, you know, but I don't care, because we need to keep things real, okay? And this business is not for everyone. Like, I myself don't want to work with everyone. And after running this small program that I'm running for a few months, I've realized that actually I should just stick to, you know, my niche, which is fashion. And I'm starting to look for a very specific person who wants to create a fashion brand online. And I think, you know, with my help, that person would be able to, you know, grow the business just the way I've been able to grow mine. Okay, so if you are such a person, you're that diamond in the rough that I'm looking for, that I can help you start the fashion brand on Amazon, and, you know, we can build this thing. I don't think, you know, there is room for the next big, you know, shovel or a next kitchen tool that will sell in millions, and, you know, you would be able to live off that one product. I think that kind of is, you know, that pie in the sky kind of thing, or, you know, that unachievable thing for most people. It's that kind of a pitch, and I'm not into that. I don't promote that, and for most Amazon sellers, that is not the way we do business. We have a lot of SKUs. We try a lot of products, and some of them work out, some of them don't, and we just cut our losses when we get rid of them. And so the ones that work out, we move on with them, and we, you know, start building our brands around those. And it's a process of trial and error, and that's how it works. In terms of the fashion niche on Amazon, the selection is quite bad. So there is room for new sellers with better, you know, collections and better product offer to come to bring it to the customer and, you know, rise to the top. There is definitely space there. And the way fashion works is different from other categories, because fashion is like, it changes quicker than most things, okay? So this is works in the benefit of the seller because Amazon cannot keep up with that. I'm not going to go into too much detail on this because I have created a very detailed video over here. I'll link it above in the cards and also in the description below. Please do go watch it, and it details a lot about the product research and the fashion and all of that. Which brings me to the point that I wanted to talk about, share a milestone that my company has achieved, and that is we have just recently today crossed, not crossed, but got very close to £1 million in sale, and that is after 2 really hard years of COVID. And this includes my overall sales revenue in the business, including wholesale and the retail sales on Amazon. So it's a huge milestone. Like if I say in dollars, we have crossed $1 million in sales on Amazon, but it's a huge milestone for my company. And to be able, as a fashion business, to be able to survive that is a huge achievement for me, for my company, for our employees. It's incredible. We feel great. And now this is the rosy side. Now the reality, or what you can say, the behind the scenes, is that our profitability has suffered because the costs have gone up. So what we've been trying to do is control the costs that we can, which is one of the biggest costs is PPC. To create this level of sale, I have spent nearly over 100k, close to 100k, £100,000 in ad spend, right? So to create this level of revenue, to create this level of sales in the business requires investment, okay? And then there is the product investment, salaries, and everything else, right? It all contributes to creating that level of sale. So when you're very early on in your business, it's gonna take time. It's not gonna happen with one product. That one product, you won't even know that one product is actually gonna take off, because what I said earlier, because it's just the way Amazon is. It's a busy marketplace, right? The other, false expectation that's created is, when people are showing product research, different creators, they sometimes they would show that, okay, the product research, look at this top seller, it's selling this many units. Yeah, it might be 100 units or 30 or 40 units per day, and you can do it too. This is like, it creates that distortion again, that you don't know how long that seller has been selling for. You don't know that, and also you don't know how much is the cost of selling that product in PPC. How much is their ACOS, right? Without those two factors, if you just jump in and say, oh, well, if they can do it, so can you. But that connection is not as simple as that. You might be able to do that within a year. You might be able to catch it up to him within a year. Or if that product is something, that, you aspire, like that is your aspiration. That is not your competition. That guy who's at number one is not your competition. He's your aspiration. And you might be able to catch up to him at some point. And, some other brands, some other sellers, they might be able to do it quicker, like somebody who is, I talked recently about the brand Zesty Paws and, this founder's story. You can go watch that here in detail. Very interesting video. And so if you're somebody like that who has got serious money behind him to, have all that resources ready and just get to the number one really quickly, but within a few months of launching, within a few weeks of launching, then, you have that resource that most other people won't have. So, this is a distortion that when you see in product research, a tutorial that so-and-so is selling this much per day, you could do it too. Well, you should say, well, how do you think I can do that too? Like, this is a question you need to ask yourself, and be wise about it. Don't just buy into that quick dream, that's just appealing to that part of your brain which attracts greed. That's all it is. And I'm going to call it what it is. It's that greed of quick wins that those distortion appeal to. And this is where you need to like stop yourself and ask, like, do you know what? No, can I really catch up to that idea? I need to ask myself that question. Anyway, the rant is over. If you watched all the way here, I appreciate you. Please do share this video, like it, and so more people can see it. It's really important to spread the proper education about Amazon FBA, because it's a solid business model. Okay, make no mistake about it. It's one of the best ways to sell a product online. Okay, it's just if you come in with the right expectation, if you are ready to do the work, if you have got investment, even if you've got low investment, like, you can make it work, but you have to be willing to go slow. Okay, you cannot quit your job within a year if you have low budget, or within 2-3 years even, because as products are, if you don't have that resource of external, following, social following, or Facebook groups where you can drive traffic to and get reviews quickly, or you're going to do it properly and not use any black hat tricks to get to the top by means that are going to get into trouble, not break any of Amazon's terms of service, then you're going to need time to become a proper seller, and that's okay. That's okay. It's it's just like everything else. So it's a proper business model. It takes time, it takes effort and consideration, and it can work for you. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video. That's all from me today. I will see you guys next time. Bye.